Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of November 6th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have a question you want to ask the cards, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Tarot de Marseille with Carnelian, the Tarot of the Divine with Amethyst, and the classic Rider-Waite-Smith with Blue Aventurine. We also have 4 different Oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps right below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. All right, Group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. And just so you know, the juggler flipped over while I was shuffling for you. That's Major Arcana card number 1, more best known as the Magician in later decks. But anyway, let's throw down some cards and see what we have for you for this week. Well, obvious interpersonal vibes here with the 10 of coins at the bottom of the deck. So whatever's going on in here is definitely promising with this binding the whole reading together. We'll see how much sense I can make of it. I'm already seeing some subtle clues. Oh, wow. All that to be a little bit crooked. Sorry about that, Group 1. This should be better for you. Good. So as is customary with spreads that have like all people in them, I'm not going to spend too much time trying to decipher who you are in this reading. However, I will remind you of my usual bias, which is to read the middle card as the person I'm reading for. That's you. But it might not be the case because there's one card that stands out from the bunch, and it's this Page of Wands here at the top of the cross, which I have an inkling of reading as you. So the 2 people that you're most likely to be are either the Page of Cups or the Page of Wands, and you'll notice that they're facing different directions. So you're either going to hate what I'm about to say or you're going to love what I'm about to say. But there's a clear theme of interpersonal dynamics between some kind of collaborative effort. And what is making me say it that way, yes, I have a bias towards reading work/career readings. That is obvious to longtime viewers of me. However, I am open to any kind of reading. The thing is, we have 2 we have 2 coins, we have 2 cups, and the wand that stands out from the bunch here. Now, you'll notice that even the kings, the most senior members of that are on deck right now, there's some ambivalence. They're sitting this way, but they're looking that way. So there's a kind of ambivalence, and that plays into the theme of interpersonal dynamics. Okay. The thing that I will tell you, if you're the Page of Wands, this might be a breakout week for you, because this might be a way for you to prove that that you have something to collaborate to this effort, whatever this 10 of coins represents. Again, matching the suits of these 2, which are facing towards the 10. I don't want to belabor the intricacies of these interpersonal dynamics because, again, you might be anyone in here. So you're either facing away from the 10 of coins or you're not. Those are the 2 main camps that I want to address here. So again, if you are the Page of Wands in the pro 10 of coins camp, or at least in favor of what you think will guide towards the 10 of coins camp, this might be a breakout week for you to find a place to fit this wand that doesn't seem to fit anywhere in this reading, and actually contribute in a way that will benefit the 2 coins and contribute to the 10 of coins here. And also I forgot to mention the fact that the juggler flipped over while I was shuffling gives me a slight leaning towards reading you as the Page of Wands here, the standout, the one who's marching by the beat of his own drum, but it just so happens to be really beneficial to the collaborative effort that is represented in this dynamic here, no matter what it is, okay? Now, if you're the Page of, if you're the Knight of Cups, here's the thing. I get how good you are at what you do. And I get how sometimes when people disagree with you, sometimes you end up doing it your way and being right. You end up doing it your way and being wrong. You end up doing it their way and being right. You end up doing it their way and being wrong. Those are kind of the four main possibilities when situations like this arise. And right now, it's looking like a week of doing it their way and being right. As much as you would like to try whatever it is that's making you face away from the Ten of Coins here, proverbially. I get that is something that matters a lot to you. In the Rider-Waite-Smith type decks, I always spam the phrase "follow your heart" whenever the Knight of Cups comes up. You know, so I get how it might be really tempting to go that way, but I would invite you to be open to what other people have to say, particularly the Knight of Coins. Whoever the Knight of Coins represents for you, this is someone of the same rank as you. You're both knights. You both know what it is to go out of the kingdom and spread whatever suit that you are associated to out into the world, you know, and you've both climbed the ranks from 1 to 10. You've been at the level of the graduated ace that I often call pages, and you've graduated from that, you know. So I think that the key person who might help you relate to whatever the broader effort is that's represented by this cross might be the Knight of Coins. And something that I also almost forgot to mention. I noticed this immediately. It's shocking to me that I didn't mention this sooner. But the Knight of Coins is holding a wand, nodding to the Page of Wands here at the top. So the Knight of Wands, wow, you see what I just did there? The Knight of Coins might be a good ally / resource to both of these people. And if you're the Knight of Coins, I almost called you the Knight of Wands again. If you're the Knight of Coins, then that makes you that much more useful for this week. But yeah, honestly, I don't know what I can add without looping, so I'm just going to end the reading there. Thank you so much for watching. If you like your reading, please give this video a like. And you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you for this week. Let's throw down all 5 cards. This is the 9 of Swords. 3 of Coins. As I was shuffling, I told myself, if the 3 of Coins shows up again, the 3 of Coins has been showing up a lot with this deck. But anyway, let's continue. This is the King of Coins reversed, the World, and the 10 of Wands reversed with, what is this? The Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Excellent. Let me just, this should be decent for you. Oh, crooked again. Okay, you're the second reading to be crooked, so I'm just going to turn this pyramid a little. That is one of the functions that it serves. Good. Group 2, I think this is a week for you to come to terms with the limits that you have, in the sense that, like, this 9 of Swords, 10 of Wands reversed combo is very difficult to ignore. It's kind of what made me say the phrase that I just said just now. And I think that this is something that might have been affecting you. I think that something that is making the King of Coins reversed here is the notion of trying to do it all on your own. And I think that the 10 of Wands reversed is an invitation to delegate, to delegate things. It's something that I say all the time. Well, actually, that's not true at all. But it is something that I've said before in these videos. The phrase, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, build a team. That is something that I struggle with as I run this one-man show in my kitchen right now. But it is... it is kind of the theme behind this message. Obviously, whenever the Three of Coins comes up, I have even like when the Three of Coins comes up, it gives me permission to lean into my inherent bias anyway, to read this as a work/career reading. It might not be the case, but the Three of Coins is here, you know? And I think that the key is to... You could do something yourself at 100% quality, or you could give it to someone else to do at 80% quality. And whatever 20% of quality that you lose is a price that you pay so that you can do other things, including maybe resting, you know? I don't get a strong sense of a need for rest or recuperation, but I do have the anxiety of the Nine of Swords. I do have the, you know, unburdening of the Ten of Wands here. That's the invitation. And I see a celebration at the other end of it. And I think that the Page of Wands, it's funny too, because the bottom of the deck is a card that's kind of the underlying subtext of the whole reading. And I think that the new guy, or the new person, might be the person that you can unload some of these wands to, because it's the only other fire card. A very interesting connection. As much as these three earth cards here are linked, in the sense that they have the same element. That's what I meant. What else do I have to add? Honestly, I feel like I've covered like 90% of your reading now. I'm wondering if that extra 10% is worth the effort of squeezing it out. What I would say is, no, I don't think the extra 10% is worth squeezing out. So I'll just summarize the reading for you. No person is a Randian hero where they can like just, you know, Dagny Taggart their way all the way to Vibranium or whatever the fuck that metal was in Atlas Shrugged, which I haven't read I read many years ago. No person can be like that. There's a reason that the Randian hero is kind of an absurd archetype in, you know, non-objectivist circles, you know. And if you try to be Dagny Taggart, you might end up, you know, compromising your ability to actually change the world. That was a mic drop, so I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card readings. I'll see you there. All right, group 3, let's see what we have for you for this week. You know the deal. I'm going to throw down all 5 cards. I am curious what that lone card is, but not that much. All right, let's do it. With the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting energy. Obviously, I have the gut feeling that the 5 of Wands might have something to do with the 2 reverse cards in the reading. I mean, the 9 of Cups is here. How bad can it be? All right, I'm going to stare at these cards for a moment. All right, group 3, this is actually a pretty simple message. I didn't stare at these cards for very long at all. This is the classic, you know, step into your power. You've earned the right to be where you're at, and all that stuff. I think that the combo of the Knight of Wands, 3 of Wands reversed, I always call the 3 of Wands the threshold card, and when it comes up in reverse, I interpret it as fear to cross the threshold, and I have the feeling that that might be what is the case, and I have the feeling that what might be causing that fear, what might be at the root of that fear, is some disappointment with either past attempts at doing whatever's on the other side of the threshold for you, at getting your wish that didn't work out, or it could be resentment that it took this long. You know, when you're at a company and you feel that you deserve to be in a certain position and it doesn't happen for what feels like forever, and then eventually out of the blue it does happen and you get that promotion to that place, and you carry with the new position, you come to it with all that bitterness of, why didn't they listen to me sooner, why didn't this happen before, oh, I'm gonna show them now. Okay, maybe not that far, but you probably can relate to what I'm saying here. And that would be spoiling what would otherwise be a great party. And I would invite you to focus on the fact that you have your wish, that you have graduated. Something that I didn't make clear. I don't know if these two court cards are the different aspects of the same person, or if they're two different people. I don't think it matters for the purposes of this reading, which is why I was about to talk about them as if they are the same person, which isn't necessarily the case. So I just wanted to be clear with that part. So anyway, all the, the graduation to a new level, to be able to connect your highest potential to something concrete, mixed with, all these unrecognized efforts that have been done in the past, that could really spoil what would otherwise be an awesome moment. So try to keep that in mind as you go about this week, group 3, because it's looking like a good week, but it's looking like getting your due, but after it's overdue, and sometimes when you get the thing that you want, it kind of reminds you of the shitty parts of the journey that led you to this. So try to focus really on the wish that you had and how this serves your higher purpose, rather than all the shit, the obstacles and tribulations and probably genuinely unfair things that happened on your way here, focusing on that would kind of spoil this party. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. If you liked your video, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, as always, you can use the Oracle card. You know what to do. All right, the timestamps are below. Fun fact, these are 4 of my favorite Oracle decks, so this is going to be a treat for me. Hopefully it's helpful to you. Let me just make sure. I'll fix it in post. These are good enough as they are. All right, Group A, your card is Contemplation. This is I Ching hexagram number 20. And the key words are gaining overview, detached observation, increased understanding, solitude, integration through reflection. Wow, this plays so well into all 3 readings. I'm not sure what to add, honestly. It's looking like a time for you to really digest. There's a saying in woodwork, measure twice, cut once. You've undoubtedly heard that saying before. Whatever you want to cut this week, I would invite you to measure twice, or maybe even measure 3 times this week before you cut, and to really integrate and make sure that you're really paying attention to the ruler, tape measure, whatever proverbially you're using to measure. Group B, your card is the 3rd Lunar Mansion, Palace. Let me just show it to you. 3rd Lunar Mansion, that's probably somewhere in Taurus or something. Yeah, it's late Aries, early Taurus. Give me a second to stare at this card. Know your worth, Group B. That's what made me say that was the grapes, or I'm reading these as grapes. I mean, they have leaves on the top that are hanging down on the hair of this lady here, and the funny thing is, she has a palace on her mind, and you could either read it as a crown on her head, which kind of symbolizes the same thing. The whole thing of putting crowns on people's heads is to symbolize their divine nature, or their connection to God, or whatever. Or it could be a palace in your mind, which is a nod to the fact that you are sitting on something very valuable. But regardless, it is also recognition on how you're at the beginning of a new cycle. You know, this is pretty early in the zodiac, this lunar mansion. So know your worth and recognize that you're at the beginning. So there's a certain humility that comes with that, but you have earned the right to be confident, but don't be cocky. Nice. Group C, your card is the Hawk Spirit. Let Spirit be your guide. Wow. It's difficult for me to add anything to that, honestly, because it's kind of a very clear invitation to let go and let God, and to just see what the world has to offer you, and to make sure that you react in the highest version of yourself. That might be something to keep in mind for some of you. But honestly, again, let Spirit be your guide. It's difficult to elaborate on that, especially given the reading, so I won't. Group D, your card is Dumas, the Angel of Dreams. Let me show you the card. And now let me stare at it for a little bit. Given the readings that I gave, I'm reading this mainly in the in the theme of collaborative efforts with people. This is a theme that has come up multiple times, I think in all three readings, to be frank. And the thing that leapt out at me is how this might be an invitation to take other people's dreams and make it a reality, in the sense that, you know, there are these spirity flame things between this angel's hands, and the source, it looks like it's from the top of the mountain that's here, and it's kind of, you know, whatever's flowing down from the mountain is being accepted by the angel and transmuted and transformed into something else, while also staying true to the wispy, fiery things in her own mind. This looks like a woman. So yeah, I think that the theme for this reading, and again, the creator of this deck, I read the guidebook from cover to cover. It's pretty clear that the creator wants us to come up with our own meanings for the cards. But yeah, I think that okay, I have a bias because I'm an improviser, but the famous yes and, that is a phrase that everyone thinks of when they think of improv. To really embrace someone else's idea and also add your own thing to it. You know, if you wanted to do an underwater scene and your partner initiates by rock climbing, there's no point trying to shoehorn a scuba gear into the scene. Like, that would be kind of dumb. But there might be themes that come up in underwater diving that can be applicable in rock climbing without being too forced. And I think that that is a good metaphor for the kind of things that you're being invited to do for this week, Group D. That was so awesome. I'm going to end the reading there. So thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give this video a like. Thank you so much again for watching. Y'all have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.